Expanse Mondays, back for another episode of Season 2 of The Expanse, Episode 8. Last episode was getting spicy. It was getting spicy. Things are only starting to heat up now after, the last arc. We now are getting and moving forward, and it looks like things are getting, a little crazy for the crew here. Different problems, but it feels like, we can't get rid of the proto-molecule, except we could have, because Naomi could have blown that up. Well, no, I guess it wasn't even her fault, because then the Ganymede thing happened. It's all bad. It's all bad. People are hiding secrets from each other. Amos is, dealing with some emotional things. Alex feels guilty because he's trying to be the best, pilot that he can be. Dawes just took Cortazar. This intro you're going to be seeing now is recorded after I've already seen this week's episode, and I can tell you, it only gets worse. But yeah, just wanted to quick update you guys here while I have you. The channel we're at 750, basically. At the time of recording this, I think I have 746 or something. I didn't even think I was going to get this far, to be completely honest with you. I kind of in the middle there was like, I don't know if I really want to keep doing this, But I'm trying to push for 1,000. I know I told you guys 750 we're going to start doing polls for movies, because that'll at least incentivize me to actually do them. And we're coming up on October, so spooky season is active. And I'm going to try and get you guys to recommend maybe some horror or some thrillers or some, some classics, I've seen things like, The Thing, ironically. I haven't seen the original Exorcist. I might do that one. But yeah, recommend me some horror stuff for the spooky season, right? If you want to recommend maybe some sci-fi, Carrie, blow stuff up with your minds type things. I haven't seen a lot of horror movies, so I'm really open to the idea of any horror movies for the October Halloween season. Let's try and get it to 1,000, guys, because then I'll be able to get the community tab. I'm going to be able to make polls and interact with you guys more on the platform, because I don't want to make a social media really, unless when I get to 1 million, when you guys push me to 1 million, it's all up to you guys how quickly we get there. So I'm just no pressure. Thank you guys for sticking around. Hit the like button more. Maybe I'll do an extra episode. Let's say 300, and I'll do another episode this week. Hopefully when you guys push me to 750, I'm going to release a video, and then you guys are going to recommend some horror, Halloween, spooky movies. Without any more blabbering on, if you guys are ready, I'm ready. I'll see you in the video. Jesus. Yeah, it's not Julie. Never mind. It was one of the scientists on Ganymede. Or just maybe one of the people living on there, I guess. Oh, man. Ganymede refugee ship.
I'm looking for my daughter. Looking for my daughter May. Is she here?
They're not child here, Beltalowda.
May's gone.
Damn. Oh, God, man. The acting for this is heart-wrenching. God, make me start off and want to cry in the first 2 minutes of the entire show. Ugh. Oh yeah, and then I forgot that Dawes just he just took Cortazar and booked it. Somebody mentioned in the comments that Holden was going there with the intention to kill Cortazar, kind of this realization that Holden has kind of developed where he's almost like because of what Miller did, where he's recognized that the problem isn't going to be solved, and so you have to do it yourself, that kind of thing. And it seems like, I guess that makes a little bit of sense to me, but I almost don't know. I think it's probably a good theory. just as credible as he was just going there to take him, just like Dawes was going to do. Who knows? But I think shooting felt more correct. I think just you kind of get that feeling of the tension, because Holden doesn't like killing people, doesn't want to kill anybody. So just thought I'd mention it now. Yeah, this is not a good idea to do it in front of everybody, Fred. Oh no, it begins all over again, picking sides.
Wait here. Ever since I found you broken, I have tried to teach you the Beltway.
This is interesting.
When you destroyed Protogen, that you destroyed all its secrets as well.
Oh
there was
no.
nothing left for us to fear.
The truth is coming out.
You preserved what you could of this terrible new weapon. No more. I have stolen your secret, Fred Johnson, and I am giving it to the Belt.
I feel like Fred Johnson doesn't... like, is he talking about Cortazar? Or... He has to be, right? I still think that Naomi's part in, like, not destroying the protomolecule is really gonna cause a major problem for everybody.
I know that you need time to grieve. It's too hard to think about the future now. Come with me. We could start over together.
Just gonna want to wallow a little bit. I mean, completely fair, man.
The same way Eros was talking, Cortazar was scanning the system for signals like that. He found one.
If you give me access to the antenna control logs, I might be able to figure out where he was looking.
Oh, yeah, what'd I say? I knew it. Is she gonna try and move it? Yeah, it looks like she's trying to move it. Like, she's getting upset for the way that she feels and her beliefs, I understand, but, like, this is kind of a big deal. Huh. He didn't look too good, man.
Where you been? Hey, listen, I got me a whole bunch of busted up hand terminals that I gotta get operational for the refugees. I could really use some help. You gonna give me a hand?
No.
Be spaced, will be herded into chambers to be...
Oh, no. Looks like there might be a little bit of rebellion.
Now the time. Other ship come. Take your load for Earth, for Mars. They take you, okay?
All Enos, this way. Time to go. Enos only.
I'm really starting to get inkling that the inners are not gonna make it. I don't know. I feel like this ship is gonna get blown up or something. They're just spacing them. Oh my god. Wow. It's already begun. They're gonna just kill all the inners.
Enos wrecked enemy. Built a life first from now on.
Wow. Oh man. Dude. Just floating into space and dying it's like that's gotta be one of the worst ways to go. This is crazy, man. Like, I knew I felt something off. Especially after the Dawes thing, where, like, he sent out this message that I can only imagine reached a lot of the people, or at least we know it's being shared now to a lot of the Belters. So the Belter side is now going to be rising up. I remember at the very beginning, or in Season 1, I was mentioning how I think that how they established the Earth versus Mars dynamic. I kind of had this inkling that the Belters were going to have their time where they were going to rise up, and I knew that Dawes, of course, was going to have something to do with that. But now that he's got his hands on Cortazar, who we can only assume is located Naomi's stash of protomolecule in that torpedo, I don't know. I really hope Naomi doesn't, like, I hope that this, like, Naomi making that decision to, like, do what she believes is best for the belt, I hope that doesn't, like, actually be the catalyst for, like, not only sparking the war, but also leading to, like, the destruction of, let's say, an entire race of people. You know what I mean? Like, I hope this doesn't butterfly effect and push the dominoes into sparking this gigantic war. If anything, that kind of speaks to almost a major reason why I like this show, which is, like, everybody believes that they're doing the right thing. Like, real life, like reality. Many people believe they are doing the right thing. And I guess in Dawes' own words, sometimes bad men or bad people, you know, have good intentions. And that it really breeds a lot of really not only interesting debates in the choices that the characters make, but also, I guess, a little bit of, you know, debate into where the show can go. Because with everybody believing that they're right, I guess anybody's capable of anything. Like, there is no good and bad. There is no predictability in the actions of somebody. Like, who would have thought that Naomi would hide the protomolecule after seeing it destroy all of the belt? Like, complex characters. Interesting.
Fred serves the best interests of the belt.
Dawes seems to think different.
Dawes has always had a unique way of seeing the world.
Oh, this is interesting.
Know him?
Used to work for him. I was with Dawes when he found Fred in a bar on Ceres. Fred was looking for death. He would have welcomed it, but Dawes spoke to him, showed him a different path.
That was an interesting little tidbit.
The shout came from Ganymede. There's protomolecule on Ganymede Station.
Ah, Naomi's secret is safe for right now. I mean, we do know that there was, because of the, like, alien life form protomolecule thing. What is he doing? What was he doing? I wonder. Man, this dude is having a rough time, is it, man? He just, from what he remembers, his daughter died. I mean, then the person that he then reconnected and opened up a little bit through the grief died right in front of him. Murdered right in front of him.
Who here was on Ganymede when the battle broke out?
Is it going to be that botanist guy? Oh, look. Ah.
Including the lot from the last barge, we now have nearly 3,500 refugees from Ganymede aboard.
And Tiger wasn't built to handle anything like that, I know.
All right, here's a too early prediction. You guys get probably one an episode at this point. You guys should just be used to this by now. What if Protogen was researching the protomolecule at a source? However, with their data, they were doing more tests, took some of it to Ganymede, and was seeing how it developed in younger life forms and see if they could grow it using perhaps the botanist's specialty and the pediatrician, and they were growing the protomolecule to learn alongside younger humans, right? Because that would be interesting and explain the like physical intact hybrid that like Julie was. Interesting theory that I think holds, well, let's say a drink of water. I'm not going to say a glass, but, you know, at least to me, it makes a little bit of sense. It's obviously too early, perhaps, but I don't know.
I want you to draw up a station-wide ration plan.
That will not go over well. Don't let your pride get in the way.
Oh, shit!
Point down!
No one else needs to die.
They want to miss out, boss man. If you're not going to use them, we will.
Interesting. Well, shit. This is getting, you know, this is getting worse and worse and worse.
I'm sorry.
God, this is sad, man.
Hey! You're Praxida K-Meng.
What do you know about Dr. Lawrence Strickland?
He's my daughter's pediatrician.
That's it?
Helps me with my research sometimes. He's a very gifted geneticist.
What is this? Is this protomolecule? Oh.
I'm a botanist.
Oh, man. Okay. I jumped the shark a bit. All right. I get it. I know. All right. Stop yelling. All right. I need to take the tinfoil hat off. Okay. Jesus. Got a little excited there for a second.
Give us the codes. No.
I work for Fred.
Damn.
Give us the codes. Then maybe she lived long enough for see doctor.
Jeez. I wonder what, like... I wonder how this is gonna happen.
You know what your problem is?
I'd like to.
Your problem is the only person you give a shit about is yourself.
Isn't that most people's problems?
What I'm trying to figure out is why you won't.
Because I don't feel like it, Alex.
You don't feel like it, really? That's not good enough.
So then why don't you help your family?
Damn you. You gonna throw that in my face? Jesus!
Jeez. Whoa. He might be projecting a little bit, honestly. He might be projecting the anger a little bit. The emotions are actually getting to him.
What happened to you?
Oh, man, what the hell happened to Amos?
Someone's trying to access the missile controls. Holy shit. Looks like they're preparing to launch.
Dude, this is crazy. Dude, how the hell are they gonna stop all these missiles now? Naomi's gotta be the one to, like, cut them out of the codes.
It was nearly an hour before the mirror fell. Your daughter might still be alive.
He knew a battle was coming, and he went back for the girl.
You're going to Ganymede to find Dr. Strickland.
The antennas, maybe? I don't know. This makes a lot of sense. Because isn't the station spinning, right? And that's why he's like, it's really hard for him to keep down on the ground.
Nitrogen levels are going through the roof. Kill the oxygen now.
Almost there.
Wait, they're gonna make everyone pass out?
They're messing with the air.
Oh, man. Dude, is everyone just gonna die?
Get that gun!
Wow, they actually did it. Wow.
This is one step at a time.
Holy shit. Wow. I don't blame her at all.
Naomi said that you're coming with us to find your little girl. It's a good reason.
Amos is, at least the last like 4 episodes, has really interested me with a lot of the moments they show of him. It's fascinating.
Fred told you there was more protomolecule out there, but you found cortisol missing after that. Why did you?
I went there to kill him.
Okay.
Whatever it takes to prevent another Eros. I need you to remind me who I am so I can come back. I love you too.
Promise. No more secrets.
However, Naomi's the one keeping secrets, though. It's so odd to me that Naomi's like pressing for Holden to be this righteous light and stay the way that he has been, which is to fight for everybody and do the right thing. And it almost feels like to me that it's almost like in this episode it was weird when they were on the stairs, where it kind of felt like when she almost got found out and they realized that they were going somewhere else, that she was like, wow, what I did may have been really stupid, and I'm not doing necessarily what I believe to be the completely right thing right now. I need you to be doing the right thing. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe I'm reading too much into it, but in that moment also it felt weird that, I don't know if she's playing him. I don't think so, but I feel like she's almost trying to convert him, or she's like, you need to get more on my side because I know that because you're so righteous, you're going to see it my way, maybe? I don't know. I'm reading too much into it. Obviously, this is just brainstorming. Don't get upset. I understand. All right? Just liking to try and think out loud rather than just give you a and then just the video ends, because that's uninteresting.
I know we've had our differences.
But if you find the protomolecule on Ganymede Station,
I sure as hell ain't gonna bring it back to you.
well, don't bother to come back here at all.
You still think you're gonna be in charge when I get back?
I wonder. I have a feeling Fred Johnson we haven't seen the last of him. Very interesting. Didn't really leave us with a cliffhanger this time. Interesting. And so the plot thickens again. Had a little bit of a scare there, kind of showing the beginnings of what I believe is, the rise up of the Belters. A little rebellion that I kind of thought would happen. It's just the way that it's kind of manifested with Dawes kind of being the catalyst for it makes a lot of sense. And Drummer over there just wasting those 2 guys, rightfully so, honestly. She got shot, all right, tit for tat kind of thing. One thing I thought was really curious was like Naomi in this episode both wanting him to do the right thing and then the keeping the secret from him. Really weird. I think out of guilt she doesn't want to show him, and I almost feel like one thing that she could do is at some point she's going to use this missile to blow up either. I don't know if she'll put it into the sun, but I think that would be a really interesting character point where it's like almost her giving up the whole like you have to pick a side thing, and she like gets rid of the protomolecule maybe because she'll find maybe at some point that it's just best for everybody for it to not be here. I think an interesting point is that the girl might have the protomolecule in her, or the pediatrician guy was using children to kind of see how the protomolecule grew and learned with somebody else, or an organism that was also growing and learning. That would be an interesting take, I think. I think the Amos thing, where he was like kind of weirdly just out of it, he may have gotten that magnet thing, I wonder, and it might be either maybe it has to be something like that, because when I saw that, that's what I thought it was. I thought that was the thing that happened, and then when he was like, don't make me hurt you, and he was like weirdly even more unempathetic. But I don't know, again, a lot of reading into this episode. There wasn't a lot of, like, this is the beginning of an arc, so a little more expositional, laying the groundwork for some bigger things to come later. And it felt like it was interesting to see the dynamics between the characters starting to kind of form in this like second part, you know what I mean? Like we kind of saw everybody on this little bit of differences come together to unite behind a cause, and now we kind of drawn apart, and we're kind of establishing now where we are now with some more life experience, or the life experiences that have happened thus far in the show. And now we're kind of seeing how those are going to reconnect. But very interesting episode. But yeah, thanks for sticking around. I'll see you guys in the next one.